Hello everyone, my name is Ninoa and welcome to a new Infinity Nikki video. Today we are going to play through the brand new storyline released with patch 1.8 as part of Danqing season. This is a permanent addition to the game. However, you will need to complete the storyline to unlock much of the seasonal side quests, and a lot of time-limited rewards are going to be tied to that, just so you know. And we are going to start right away. Just a quick note, the storyline was surprisingly long. I clocked in at more than 4 hours, so I decided to release a playthrough in 4 videos to make them both more digestible for you to watch and for me to edit. And now, without further ado, let's jump right into it. It's easy to miss, but the first time you log in after the patch update, Nikki makes mention of something being amiss in the Sea of Stars, and the quest with every stroke Yuan unfolds should appear on the left of your screen as your new active quest. If this is not the case, you can go to your Event tab and there select the bottom right entry New Story, or you can access it directly via your purple quests, and this one shows up under the Exclusive tab. Either way, you must investigate the disturbance Nikki mentioned by traveling to the Sea of Stars. The beginning of the quest is visible from the Starshow Warp Spire and appears in the form of a scroll which we are going to investigate.
Is our retribution.
My child is still inside!
I'm scared! Help her! Somebody help us!
This desolation. No one deserves this. I wish the world was free of disasters, so everyone can thrive. This is...
Nikki, what's wrong?
Just now, I had a dream. I saw something happen in another place. Maybe it's connected to this painting.
Strange. It wasn't there in the Sea of Stars, right? Where did it come from?
The Sea of Stars leads to countless worlds. Maybe this could be a portal to one of them? But how did a link like this just appear out of nowhere?
Whoa! It's Dark Essence!
Oh no, this world is being corrupted. Momo, we should take a look. Maybe we'll get some answers about my dream, too.
And, of course, we are going to interact with it even though we have no idea what this is doing or where it is leading.
This place, it feels like a different world.
Artist Nikki!
Momo, I think someone's calling me.
Artist Nikki! You're right. Someone's calling. Artist Nikki?
Artist Nikki? An artist? It reminds me of the dream I had. In it, I was painting.
Maybe it's connected to that dream. Artist Nikki! Hey, Nikki! The voice is coming from across the river. It sounds like they're looking for you. Should we go and check it out?
Okay, it sounds like she knows me. Maybe we can ask her to tell us a little about this world. Look, there's a bamboo raft. Momo, we can use it to get across.
And this concludes the very short prologue, for which you get 50 diamonds, 15,000 blinks, and 120 threads of purity. It kind of cracks me up that we start exactly in the one spot of the bridge where collision was clearly not set up properly. Anyways. Yeah, this is weird. Chapter 1 starts with the quest Red Ribbons Tied, Hearts Aligned, and we are definitely going to ride the bamboo raft. This is not, in my book, this is not optional. Push the joystick forward or backward to paddle the raft accordingly. While moving, push the joystick left or right to steer the raft. Press the dash button R1 to briefly accelerate the raft. In co-op mode, you can ride the bamboo raft with a friend. The host of the current world controls the raft's direction and movement. So all we have to do is press triangle to automatically pick up the pole, and note that if you are not riding with another player, Momo will be your co-pilot. And now you can watch me struggle mightily, initially with directing the raft. But at least the landscape is so pretty, it's worth it.
The scenery. It's completely different from Wishfield. But it's beautiful.
Yeah. And there are no signs of dark essence either.
Here the composition of the landscape looks like a painting. They've done a really good job with the art direction just here.
The raft can't go any further.
Huh? Then what do we do?
Don't worry, Momo. We can walk across using the stones on the surface.
So, fun fact, upon release, they time-gated Chapter 2. We had to wait a week to play it. And when I scheduled the making of this video, I assumed a repeat of patch 1.3, where they did the same thing. And back then, the second part was super short. It was one dungeon, one cutscene, and the whole thing was done in a 20-minute stop. So I figured they'd do the same and planned accordingly. Except it turns out both parts exceed 2 hours.
Nikki.
So on one hand, it messed up with my schedule pretty bad. But on the other, I don't want to complain, because who doesn't like more story?
Those rocks, they turned into a painting.
What's going on? An anomaly caused by contamination? This is so strange. The rocks were perfectly fine before, How come they're like a painting now? It's like they faded.
Who knows? Luckily you're okay, Nikki. But are we trapped here?
Don't worry, Momo. Let me think. These stones, it's like their colors have been drained. If only I could paint the lost colors back. Maybe I can acquire an ability outfit and use it to turn the ink marks back into stones.
And it's free ability outfit time. It's been a while. If you are out of Wim Stars, no panic, as you won't need any to unlock the sketch, just 10,000 blinks. While we are here, you'll note a couple other notes appeared alongside the Danqing Craft one, and those are new Wim fragrances, the main ingredients of which we will find in caves on Danqing Island. You probably know the deal by now. So here we have no choice but to acquire that particular sketch in order to move the story forward. And we'll need this ability outfit extensively on the Danqing Island. As you can see, it costs 4 pouch grass, 3 daisies, and 285 threads of purity. The pouch grass are a new crafting material that you can find exclusively on Danqing Island. So before we craft, we will have to pick up some here. Fortunately, you can find them on this tiny island here. And this is your first look at the equivalent to Dews of Inspiration called Jade Souls here in Danqing Island. And the equivalent to Wim Stars are Wim Jades. And those we will be able to exchange for gifts later on. By the way, I am not going to gather any of these while I'm doing the main story quest. I will publish a video with all the locations later on. Alright, and seeing as we have all the necessary materials, it's time to craft. I love that dress, by the way. Both the colors and the motif. And the new ability is called Danqing. Can be used to inject color into objects that have turned to ink, restoring them to their original form. Ideal for Danqing Island. After using the Danqing ability, press and hold down the ability button to enter aiming mode. In aiming mode, an ink marker will appear at the center of the screen. The ink marker can sense faded ink images. When the marker overlaps with one, it activates and lights up. Releasing the ability button ends aiming mode, causing colors to be drawn toward the ink marker's target. If the colors successfully flow into an ink image, the faded ink image will regain its colors and be restored to its original form. This ability can only be used within Danqing Island. Alright, so The next step here normally is to set up the ability on your wheel, except I had left the spot empty, so I don't need to in my case, but you probably will have to free some space for it. And we are going to use our dancing ability right away.
The Yuan Festival is starting!
Pretty cool, huh? Just note that in most cases, the item will return to ink after a short while. That's pretty important for a lot of parkour on the Danqing Island,
Artist Nikki! Here, I'm here!
so keep that in mind.
Selma, here! Artist Nikki, I finally found you! Oh, don't move! Let me take a good look at you. Yeah. Okay, no injuries. Seeing you come from so far away gave me a fright. As the eye-dotting artist, it's your brushwork that brings Long to life during the Yuan Festival. We can't let anything happen to you.
Don't worry, I'm okay. You sounded so worried. How long have you been looking for me?
Not too long, just half the day.
Just note that in Chinese, in Yuan refers to fate or destined connection.
Everyone in the village was busy setting up for the festival. We were all wishing for joyful and unending Yuan. Then, poof! Our eye-dotting artist disappeared. You were gone the whole day. Everyone panicked, and I was terrified that something happened to you.
Sorry I scared everyone.
Let me guess. You ran off to the mountains to gather inspiration again, right?
Yep, that's it. You sure know me well.
Of course! I'm practically your junior. Even though Miss Cui hasn't officially taken me on, I sit by the window every day, listening to her teach you. Every brushstroke you've made, I've studied. I'm still a long way off, but give me a few more years and Miss Cui will have to accept me.
You've been working hard, Xiaoma. Maybe Miss Sui will accept you in a year or two.
I'll do my best. Nikki, you're so different today. Normally you're so quiet and serious, but now you're saying such sweet things.
Maybe I just had some realizations while I was out sketching.
I get it. Just like Miss Sui taught. Something like, with fortune the heart awakens. From this, wisdom is born. Anyway, it's a good change. Artist Nikki, let's head to the village. The festival is about to begin.
Xiaoma, this year, is there anyone you want to form an Inui with?
Of course. I've got a whole list. John and Miss... Oh no! I haven't gotten all the materials for my Yuan gifts yet. Artist Nikki, wait here. I'll be back super fast. Speaking of which, my mom often says... When I was 2, I could barely walk, but I kept trying to shove a xiangbao into your arms. I insisted that you and I form a Yuan of fate. And that xiangbao still hangs by my bed to this day.
Technically, we have the option to chicken out of helping Xiaoman, but come on, she's just a little girl, and all she needs is to pouch grass, and they're growing all over the place. It's really not difficult. So let's go gather those two. Here, 1 and 2. And in the distance, you see that white object with a green outline. Those are objects which we can use our dancing ability on later on.
Let me see. I still need some pouch grass.
I have some. Here.
Thanks, Artist Nikki. If I have any spare, I'll ask the artisans to make some extra for your Yuan gift too.
Xiaoma, why do you want to form an Inui with so many people?
Oh, my mom always says, forming a Yuan is like growing flowers. Everyone has their own way. Some people say quality over quantity. You only need a few seeds nurtured with care. And when they bloom, They bring lots of joy. But I like planting tons of them. All kinds of flowers. I want my garden to be full and lively. What about you, Artist Nikki?
I think I'm more like you. I love meeting and making connections with lots of people. I feel like every flower blooms slightly differently. And every Yuan teaches me something new.
Exactly. Different ways of growing different flowers, different people telling different stories, makes life interesting. All set? I couldn't have done it this fast without your pouch grass. And your company. I had so much fun chatting with you. Here, Artist Nikki, these are all for you. Everyone's either busy sewing new clothes or preparing their Yuan gifts. My mom says the artisans making Xiangbao, Tuanshan, and Ronghua have been working non-stop lately.
Tuanshan, Renghua, and Xiangbao, they all have such beautiful meanings.
My mom says that too. That's why everyone loves gifting them. They hope their own Yuan can be just as meaningful and fragrant as the gifts they give.
And welcome to Inkville.
Everyone, over here! I found Artist Nikki!
Artist Nikki!
Thank goodness, you're back. Artist Nikki. Whew. Thanks to Long, you're finally back. You've been gone all day. Everyone in Inkville has been so worried about you.
Sorry, I didn't expect my sketching trip to take so long. Sorry to worry everyone.
You've always been like this ever since you were little. Whenever you pick up a brush, you get completely sucked in.
The old books say, teachers shape us, but true insight comes from within. Nikki is the eye-dotting artist now, all thanks to her passion. This time, she has returned with even more energy. Nikki must have had some amazing insight amidst the landscapes of Danqing Island.
You're too kind. I still have much to learn in the world of art, though.
And as for Momo, well, he looks even more refined and adorable.
Yeah, when you're out and about, you've gotta take care of yourself, right?
Well said. Eating well is a top priority, and Momo's never been one to skip out on food. Last time he came to my house, he ate 10 whole plates of barbecue. Luckily, we were able to afford it all. Oh, Ping Ping and the others have been looking for you for a while. I should go tell them you're back. Ping Ping! Artist Nikki is back!
Thank goodness! Artist Nikki, you're back and you're safe.
You. When you left, I said to grab an umbrella from the stall, but you said it would only be a short trip. Now look, you've been gone for ages. You won't believe it, but Ping Ping's been talking about you non-stop since you left. She even got distracted from her sewing.
Ling, please don't pick on me. Artist Nikki, now that you're back, I was thinking, before the festival starts, I want to be the first to form a Yuan with you. A Xiangbao, a Ronghua, and a Tuanshan. I brought one of each. I wasn't sure which one you'd like, so I brought them all. Here you go, Artist Nikki. Pick one. Take your pick. As the elders say, fate is guided by the heavens. Any path you take will lead to its own story.
So the Ronghua is the hairpiece, the Tuanshan is the fan, and the Xiangbao is a scented pouch. The red piece at the top.
Scent needs no thanks. Fate knows no end. I'll pick this one. Thanks, Ping Ping.
Oh my, Ping Ping, your craftsmanship's really improved. This is so pretty.
This is a special gift I made just for Artist Nikki. I put my whole heart into it.
Right. Say, that reminds me. Miss Cui placed an order with the Ronghua artisans blue, green, and scarlet, to prepare the Inyuan gift. They should be finished by now. Artist Nikki, since you're here, why not go pick them up and take them to the eye-dotting stage? Miss Cui probably doesn't know you're back. She may still be worried.
Sure, I'll go now and deliver them to Miss Sui. Everyone in the...
Ronghua, a Yin-Yuan gift from Sun Pingping. The fragrance never fades and the bond never breaks.
The village is so nice. They gave me Inyuan gifts.
Looks like you're quite the star here, Artist Nikki. Everyone really likes you.
A world this beautiful. How could it be touched by dark essence? Momo, I'll keep speaking with the villagers while posing as Artist Nikki. Let's look into the truth behind it all.
And this is our first meeting with a brown cat, which are limited to Danqing Island.
Scarlet, the red dye's almost out. Quickly mix another batch. Green, pick up the pace with the shaping. We can't afford to delay these festival orders.
More and more people are hoping to form Yuan. The three of us can't do it on our own. We really need to choose an apprentice soon. Plenty of people want to learn. I'm sure we'll find a good one.
Artisans blue, green, and scarlet, I'm here.
Speak of the devil, a potential apprentice.
Lots of folks in the village want to learn to make Ronghua, but if you ask me, Nikki's still the best fit. She's so calm and steady. Back when we taught the children, she was the best at every step. Cutting, steaming, shaping. Nikki did it all perfectly.
Of course she was. Nikki's great at everything.
I wanted to take you on as my apprentice and pass down my craft, but your heart was set on painting. You were barely waist-high back then, following Sui Yangheng around. As soon as she put a brush in your hand, you became enraptured.
Sui would stand at the village entrance calling for you. You were so focused on painting, you wouldn't even hear.
Back then, I was just a kid, always making Miss Sui worry. But now, I'm all grown up.
You were just a tiny little thing when she found you and brought you home. But in the blink of an eye, you're all grown up. You've even become an eye-dotting artist, about to perform your first eye-dotting ceremony. Time really flies.
But you all haven't changed a bit. You're still so full of energy. If anything's changed, it's that your skills have gotten even better. Even though we're not officially master and apprentice, I've always regarded all three of you as my mentors.
Look at you, so sweet. Such a good kid. How did I let Sui steal you back then? Ah, such a shame. A true shame.
I missed my chance, but even though Sui Yangheng can be a bit unreliable, she's actually a great mentor. Since you became the eye-dotting artist, she's been going around the village treating people to meals just so she can brag about her wonderful apprentice.
She's ordered quite a few Ronghua this time. She said she wants to give them away during the Inyuan festival, to help everyone form Inyuan. It's also a little celebration for you.
We're actually here to pick up her Ronghua.
Here they are, all the Ronghua she ordered. It's your first time as an eye-dotting artist at the festival. Don't worry, just be yourself. And if anything happens, just find your teacher. She may act indifferent, but she cares about you more than anyone else.
I understand. Thanks so much, you three. I'm sure Miss Sui is getting worried, so I'll head back now. I'll pop in again someday.
All right, take care on your way back.
Box with Ronghua. Ronghua that Sui Yanheng commissioned from an artisan, meant as a token of good luck for Nikki at the Inyuan festival. And by the way, this is such a problem because already my Chinese is really not up to par at all. But on top of that, I noticed that the actors had widely different pronunciations. So it really doesn't help.
Miss Sui must have been such a kind and wonderful person.
Yeah, Nikki, let's hurry and deliver the Ronghua. I really want to meet her too. Ugh.
The umbrella looks faded. It's not new, right? Clearly, it's been mixed in with old stuff. Back of the storeroom, get a new umbrella wrapped in red silk. Swap it out. Little troublemaker, you're finally back.
I thought you were busy with the Yuan festival, so I came back a little later to avoid bothering you. I didn't think you'd still be worried about me.
Well said. But now that you're grown, you don't even think about your teacher. Strange things have been happening. It rained again last night, and I spent the whole night looking for you. I couldn't find you, and my umbrella got blown away. It was such a good umbrella, too.
I got held up on the way back. But look, I went straight to Artisan Blue when I got back and picked up the Ronghua you ordered.
Right, yeah. So for the sake of these Ronghua, can you forgive us this once, teacher?
That's rare. I expect slick talk from Momo, but you're usually as quiet as a mouse. Why so quick with your words today? Since you're back, let's familiarize you with the eye-dotting stage. Time flies. I still remember the first time you picked up a brush. Your hands were shaking nervously. You couldn't even properly handle the simplest tracing. But you were stubborn. No tears or complaints. You just gripped that brush and bit by bit, stroke after shaky stroke, your work started shaping up.
Because you patiently taught me, even though I was a mess.
It's not that I was patient. It's that you had an obsession with painting that I couldn't ignore. Remember when they were picking the eye-dotting artist? When asked to hand in a painting, you stared at the paper for days. You ran off saying you needed inspiration and vanished for a whole week. I ran all over Inkville looking for you. Then, on the evening of the 7th day, you came back quiet as ever, scroll in hand, and gave it to me like nothing happened. That's when I knew. You've got the talent, sure, but it's your heart that really sets you apart. Who else could be the eye-dotting artist, if not you?
Maybe it's because when things got tough, I kept thinking, I can't give up yet, and that got me through.
You know you weren't easy to raise. Your painting won top marks, but back then, you were a sullen little thing. During the final mock eye-dotting ceremony, right here on the stage, I was so nervous that I broke into a sweat. I was terrified you'd slip up on that last, crucial stroke.
But instead, I nailed that stroke, didn't I?
Yes, you nailed it. When your heart is in the painting, that energy is channeled through the brush. That's something no one can teach you. Still, being good at painting isn't enough. You need a steady heart, too. An eye-dotting artist is responsible for inviting Long to witness new Yuan being forged. You must memorize and follow the ceremony's steps with no room for error. When the Yuan festival begins, Miss Bai will lead the opening dance. Then it will be time. You'll step onto the stage, and when you dot Long's eyes in the painting, you must clear your mind and focus. The moment you finish and Long's eye lights up, the ceremony will be complete.
Miss Sui, I've got this.
Take this. It's a little something for good luck as the new eye-dotting artist. I know I just went through a lot of rules. I'm just worried you'll miss some details. More than anything, though, as your mentor, I just want you to do your best. Don't let the nerves get to you. Whatever happens, I'll be right here. All right. Enough going over the ceremony. Don't forget to enjoy the festival, too. Go pick out a good spot. Miss Bai and the others are about to perform.
Cloud chant. Do not say delicate things are useless, for ice and snow can guard what's true. When stars hang low and night stands still, a lone shadow sings to the blue. It's a lovely item description, I feel. Okay, and before triggering the next cutscene, let's have a listen around. By the way, do you know why the eye-dotting stage is decorated this way? Does it have a special reason? I was just wondering, with so many red ribbons and a performance involving umbrellas, would not the ribbon get caught? If that really happened, it would be a Yuan, which is not wrong, by the way. And here we have some lore. In search of Yuan, artist Nikki is not just incredibly skilled, she is also kind and gentle. Just like the heroes in storybooks, full of love and talent. I really hope I get the chance to form a Yuan with her, and that our Yuan lasts a long, long time, from Sun Ping Ping. Xiaozhi's cat Minnie is so sweet and well behaved. I wish I had one of my own. I have been leaving cat food by the corner of the back wall every day, but they just eat and run. Oh, how do you actually get a cat to form a Yuan with you? Wait, should I be preparing a Yuan gift for them too? But what do cats like? A Tuanshan, a Xiangbao, or Honghua? From Tian. My apprentice Nikki has always been kind and thoughtful. She will not need to worry about finding good Yuan. Still, as her master, I wanted to leave her a few words, not to wish her wealth or romance, but simply that wherever she goes, she meets kind souls, wins their hearts, and is always welcomed with open arms. I'm Tieshan. Not much to say, just saw everyone writing something, so I figured I'd join in. I guess I'm looking for someone I can really connect with. Man or woman, old or young, doesn't matter. If it's meant to be, it will happen. I feel that person is me. A friend just sent me a pot of flower seedlings, along with a carefully dug bag of rich soil from the corner of her garden. Well then, little one, I guess this is where our Yuan begins. Grow strong, bloom early. Don't end up like the others, who barely grew a few leaves before quietly withering away. Whether this Yuan of ours is long or short, it's up to you now. By Zhang Ling. Dad, it's been 10 years. That night, when the rain poured down so hard, you left and never came back. Sometimes I wonder if we were just not meant to be part of each other's lives for very long. I am not in great health. I don't know how many years I still have, but there is still one foolish wish I hold on to, that I will see you again. The wind picked up today, so I made another paper kite. I hope it flies high enough that wherever you are, you will see it. You will see that I am still here, waiting for you to come home. Bafu Ling. By the way, keep this last one in mind because it will play a role in the story later on. To ensure I pass the test, I should practice another 300 times. Wow. Long time no see. Uncle, do you remember me? I gave you a Yuan gift when I was little. Auntie even held me in her arms. Of course I remember you. Then do you remember my name? Uncle Tieshan. Artist Nikki, remember when I took that fall in the mountains? You saved my life back then. I knew from then that you have got some talent. And look, now it is your turn to take the stage for the eye dotting. Wow, this box is heavier than it looks. Careful with it. We still need it for the next show. Cannot afford to damage it. Don't worry. It's just old props anyway. Even if they get damaged, we can always get a new batch. Mom, I want to buy a xiangbao. Didn't we already prepare all the Yuan gifts? Did I forget one of your friends? No, that's not it. I want to give you a xiangbao. Finally caught up with all the orders. I have to find a good spot to watch Miss Bai's performance. But of course, what I've been looking forward to most is still Artist Nikki's eye-dotting ceremony. Oh, they are so kind. After pulling all-nighters for so long, it is finally just about ready. Now we are just waiting for Miss Bai and the others to take the stage, and for Nikki's eye-dotting ceremony. Jin Xian, I need to come up with a good excuse. It should be easy to convince my father. I just hope my mother doesn't get suspicious. What is she planning? Grandma, are you feeling rested now? Let's go check out the stalls. I just saw a really beautiful Tuanshan. It's perfect for you. All right, I will go with you. But I'm old now, dear. I do not care much for looks anymore. If you like it, you should keep it for yourself. Oh, Grandma, come on. It does not matter how old you are. Pretty things are for everyone. Relax, just do your best. Go find a good seat. It is almost time for Miss Bai's performance. Just getting a couple more blings. And let's get this show started.
Leave this to me.
I love that new boss design. Okay, so here I am inserting footage from my secondary account because the battle there was a lot cleaner, as I had figured out the mechanics by then. As always, you need to clear an ad phase before you can inflict damage on the boss. Here you need to hit the awakening drum ad or ads, which color matches the color of the Phantom's mask. He will alternate between white and black masks throughout the fight, so you need to keep an eye out for that. From the moment you understand that, the first two phases should be pretty easy. During ad phases, one set of ads will use AoE energy waves, so you need to jump up at the right time to avoid those. while the other set of ads will send dark essence at you. Just get out of their trajectory. Things get a little trickier in the last phase. All drums will be of the same color save one, that's the one you need to hit. But there is a twist. After a short while they all become purple and start exchanging places. You need to keep track of the singular drum's position the whole time. You should only attack once they all stop moving. If you miss, you are likely to take some damage, so try not to do that.
Let me take a look.
What were those monsters? They scared me half to death.
When the monsters charged at us, my knees nearly gave out. This old body almost couldn't handle it. Thank goodness for you, Artist Nikki. Counting that time I fell in the mountains, you've saved my life twice now.
We were lucky this time, but please don't rush ahead like that again. You too, Artist Nikki. Take care of yourself.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. In times like these, the eye-dotting artist needs to step up.
Thank goodness.
Miss Bai!
Miss Bai has been painstakingly rehearsing this performance for weeks. She even altered the outfits herself, stitch by stitch. And now, for something like this to happen.
Same with my daughter. Miss Bai told her to enunciate clearly, and she ended up practicing all night. Now, months of effort, all wasted.
The show was meant to bring joy to the village. Even if they only got through part of it, if it brought out even one smile, it was worth it. As for me, as the painting guardian, I'm supposed to oversee the festival. I should have noticed something was off, but I failed. It's a good thing you stepped in, Nikki. Who knows how bad it could have been. When we invited you to take the stage, it was just meant to be ceremonial. We never expected something like this, but you handled it all so well. We've always known your skill with a brush, but your talent in battle, it's also impressive. When did you learn that?
Well, when you travel and gather inspiration, things happen. After enough surprises, you kind of pick things up.
I see. So that's it. During rehearsals, you seemed a little stiff, but today everything just flowed. I suppose you've been putting in a lot of effort behind the scenes?
Right. I knew I couldn't let everyone down, and I definitely couldn't hold Miss Bai back. So I practiced a lot.
Today your hard work really paid off. You've more than earned your title as this year's eye-dotting artist.
All right. Enough with the chit-chat. It's nearly time. Let's go. Nikki, take the stage and dot the I.
The ink is fading.
How is this happening? How could it be? Did the eye-dotting fail?
What? Something disappeared again. Just like those stones earlier.
Since it's the same strange phenomenon, maybe I can use my traditional Danqing painting ability to restore things here.
And Nikki and Momo guessed it right. We are going to switch back to the dancing ability outfit. One strange thing after another. Oh long, please bless us and the Yuan festival. Okay, so we have a number of items that need their colors back. You're amazing, Nikki! That move just now, I'm completely speechless. Aww. The text hasn't changed, but I love that animation right there. They've all gone back to normal. Nikki, that was amazing. With just a flick of her brush, Nikki restored everything. That was pure brilliance. I haven't restored everything yet. Here we go.
They're back. Everything that turned to ink really came back. Artist Nikki, you're incredible.
You really are an artist.
In all my years, I've never seen a power like that.
But a failed eye dotting. Has that ever happened in our village before?
That's bad. They say, when Long remains blind, misfortune follows close behind.
Misfortune? Wait, could that explain the strange things that have been happening?
Even artist Nikki failed to dot Long's eye. Could it mean...
Nikki, do you think the failed eye dotting is related to those rumors going around?
I'm not sure what they've been saying, but after the eye dotting failed, and the tables and chairs turned to ink, I felt like something connected. Miss Sui must know more about what's been going on. Momo, let's go find her and ask.
I've checked the eastern and southern sides. Nothing else has turned to ink.
Thank you for trying, Miss Sui. I inspected the other areas. There were also no issues.
Strange things. These days it's one after the other.
Miss Sui, Miss Bai,
Come now. It's just one failed eye dotting. There's no need to look so down. Everyone knows it's not your fault.
Still, I'm the eye dotting artist. And everyone in Inkville's been looking forward to the Yuan festival so much. For something to go wrong now, it's hard not to worry. Miss Sui, do you have any idea why it failed?
Over the past few centuries, nothing like this has ever occurred. Even I don't know the cause yet. You've devoted yourself so fully to your art, it's no wonder you haven't noticed. But for over a decade, strange things have been troubling the village. At first, things were just going missing. Everyone assumed they were thefts until someone saw it happen. The objects simply dissolved into ink right before their eyes. Later on, the brush artisan Meng Xiuzhu disappeared. Everyone searched, but he was never found. Since then, there have been stories of people vanishing after being caught in the rain.
Missing items, missing loved ones. Naturally, people got scared, so scary tales began to spread.
Yes, and in recent years, the rains have grown heavier and more frequent, and strange things are also more common. Now, even the eye-dotting ceremony has been disrupted. No wonder people are so anxious.
To think all of this has been happening for over a decade, and no one has a proper explanation.
When things defy ordinary understanding, I can't help but wonder if something's wrong with the Long who watches over Danqing Island.
But nothing strange has happened to the pagoda. It remains inside, and only occasionally appears on Long Peak, just as before.
True, but that's why it's so strange. No one has ever actually seen the Long travel between those two places. Maybe the Long Pagoda holds secrets we've yet to uncover.
I can't rest until we find the reason the eye dotting failed. Please, let me go to the Long Pagoda and see for myself. There might be some answers there.
If that's what you want, then let me accompany you. If anything dangerous happens, we'll be better off together.
That would be great. Miss Bai knows the Long Pagoda well. With the two of you together, I'll be less nervous.
No time to waste. Let's head there now.
The Yuan Festival's the most anticipated event, and now it's been ruined. I can't imagine how disappointed everyone is.
You shouldn't dwell on this. It's not your fault. Besides, the interruption of the Yuan Festival may be fate in its own way.
Fate? What makes you say that?
The Yuan we form are precious, but every Yuan carries the weight of parting, change, and sorrow. This unexpected incident may give folks pause for thought, sparing them from tying knots they may later come to regret.
Miss Bai, have you experienced something like that?
People come and go, colliding and breaking apart. It's simply that I've seen too much of the world.
Miss Bai, have you ever seen Long?
Never with my own eyes. The Long painting used on Yuan festivals is kept on the lowest floor of the pagoda. I come for it before every ceremony, but if Long chooses not to appear, even the painting guardian can't see it. According to the village elders, Long has been with us since the founding of our village. In the early days, Long would descend to celebrate the Yuan festival with us. But for nearly a century now, Long has remained secluded within the pagoda.
These red ribbons.
The villagers believe these ribbons are formed from the ties that bind us. So long as there are Yuan, the red ribbons endure. The Long Pagoda didn't look like this before. One day, without warning, red ribbons suddenly began to wrap around it. At first, they were as thin as threads, then slowly they multiplied, twisting and curling, until they became like this.
This is...
Nikki!
We just came back from the Long Pagoda.
Are you all right? When you suddenly showed up with Momo and Miss Bai, I was worried sick.
We're fine.
All I remember is touching the pagoda entrance, then hearing Long's roar. After that, everything went blank.
I felt the same. Either Long refused to meet us, or something happened to it.
Well, so much for hoping Long could help us.
It's okay. If that path's closed, we'll start with the strange things in the village.
That determined look of yours. You wear the same one when you're painting. I knew you wouldn't give up so easily. Miss Bai and I have been going over everything we know. The most unusual things happened over the past few months. I tried to look into them. I even collected rain from the places where the tales began, but found nothing useful. Miss Bai and I just reviewed everything we know. Take a look. As you heard, the first person affected was the brush artisan, Meng Xiuzhu. He vanished 10 years ago, and his family struggled ever since. I'll be heading to his home soon to check in on his foster daughter, Fu Ling. Poor girl.
Meng Xiuzhu, a brush artisan, mysteriously disappeared 10 years ago due to reasons unknown. Xiuzhu was a tall, slender man whose posture was as upright as his character. He adopted an orphaned girl out of compassion, lifting her up like the firm and gentle bamboo he was named after. His adopted daughter, Fu Ling, was intelligent and kind and much adored by her neighbors. However, she was frail since birth and required a constant supply of rare herbs for long-term nourishment. The cost of her medicine was high, which Xiuzhu only managed to afford with the help of the kind healer Qiao Yunyang, as well as the income from his daily bamboo lodging and brush crafting work. 10 years ago, Thiuju went out to log bamboo as usual, but was unexpectedly met with heavy rain. When he did not return the first night, people assumed he was sheltering in the mountains. But when he failed to return the next day, too, worry spread. Fu Ling, who was only 8 years old at the time, dragged her ailing body around to ask the villagers for help. People searched every corner of the bamboo forest, but Thiuju was nowhere to be found. This became the first case of the Inkville anomalies. Fu Ling turned 18 this year, yet Thiuju's whereabouts still remain unknown. How pitiful. Don't go out in the rain. Without an umbrella, don't listen to the wind. What does the rain have to do with the missing person cases? The last eye-dotting ceremony was held before Thiuju went missing. Nikki still made mistakes despite her skills. Perhaps these two incidents are linked, although it has not rained in a while.
Right before he disappeared, someone saw something turn into ink. The shock left them completely bedridden for days. Since then, 3 more strange incidents happened. Just 2 days ago, Uncle Go's hoe suddenly turned to ink. I visited his house, but didn't find anything else unusual.
2 days ago, Farmer Go Ardwo's hoe suddenly turned to ink. Although Go appears burly and rough, he's actually quite deft and meticulous, and is one of the best at making xiangbao fillings. Go usually keeps to himself, but has long been at odds with Jin Sangzi, a neighbor who earned his enmity. Jin is easygoing and compassionate. He makes an effort to avoid conflicts, yet somehow always ends up arguing over every trivial matter with Go. For that reason, Go is suspicious of Jin for turning his hoe to ink. A hoe is far from valuable enough to warrant hostility, yet it is not the case between these two. I fear I may be caught in the crossfire if I intervene. I visited Go a few days ago, who expressed his suspicions of Jin. I still don't have a clue why the hoe turned to ink.
Something similar happened to the healer, Yuan. A box of keepsakes from her late mother, Yunyang, dissolved into ink
3
before
days
her
ago,
eyes.
the heirloom box Xiao Yunyang left for her daughter Yuan suddenly turned to ink. Though only 19, Yuan is mature, steady, and remarkably skilled in medicine, earning her the respect of all the villagers. But I still remember how lively and mischievous she was before. As a kid, she used to skip Granny Yao's medicine lessons all the time to play with the other kids outside. Later, after her father passed away and her mother fell severely ill, she devoted herself wholeheartedly to studying medicine. Despite her efforts, she failed to cure Xiao Yunyang. Nowadays, Granny Yao's mind is growing dull due to her advanced age, which leaves Yuan to manage the household all by herself. It pains me to see the toll it takes on her. I'm sure it will ease her mind if we can somehow restore the heirloom her mother left her. I heard that the box was kept out of the rain, but it turned to ink all the same. People say it's a weird rain that takes people away, so how come some objects have disappeared on their own?
Her mother passed away a while ago, and now without her keepsakes, she's very upset. She hasn't seen a patient in days.
Also, the Liu family's little girl hasn't been seen in days. Everyone is saying she's likely gone missing, just like Meng Xiuzhu and the others.
Of all the recent strange happenings, this one is perhaps the most puzzling. The Liu family's daughter, Liu Xiaozhi, has been missing for several days. Her mother, Liu Zangxia, has searched every corner of Inkville but found no trace of her. Liu Zangxia is a great farmer and a capable merchant. She is proficient at promoting her goods with her silver tongue. However, when it comes to her daughter Liu Xiaozhi, She tends to be overly strict, and this has often caused friction between them. Once, following an argument, Liu Xiaozhi even came to me, saying she wanted to learn painting with Nikki. I knew she said it in the spur of the moment, so I took her to play with Artisan Blue, who got along with her quite well. Unfortunately, the artisans have confirmed that Liu Xiaozhi did not go to them this time. I hope the child has simply run away from home out of frustration, and that we will be able to find her in the next few days. That would be the best outcome.
These stories are all strange. We'll need to investigate each one and find a way to resolve them.
You're right. Artist Nikki, I'd like to help with your investigation. Where do you want to go first?
Let's go to Leo's house first. A missing persons case can't wait.
Alright. Since Miss Bai is going with you, I can rest a little easier. I'll visit Meng's family to check in on them. If you find anything, meet me later by the bridge behind the village.
All right, and we will be actively investigating all these cases in the next video, which will take us to the conclusion of Chapter 1. In the meantime, I wish you all a great day, a wonderful week ahead, and until next time, bye-bye.